Good morning and welcome to Palomitas FM, the radio station of La Paloma School. Get ready, here we go.
Hello and welcome back to another radio program of Palomitas FM. Today we will have a very special guest with us. His name is Estibi. You may know him because he is a great storyteller and he comes to our school every year. Hello, Stevie.
Hello there. How are you?
Good.
Good. I'm so happy to be here. Thank you for having me.
We've got so many questions for you, so let's get started. First, we're going to hear from Patricia.
Hello, my name is Patricia and I have to you some questions. How did you learn English?
How did I learn English? Okay, let's put it this way. I'm very lucky. I didn't have to learn it. Okay, I'm going to tell you a secret. My mother, Claudine, she was from California, from the United States of America. So she didn't speak to me in English, but we quite often, say things in English and different songs and sayings. So it got to a point where I knew English. And plus, when I was 16 years old, they sent me to the United States for 3 months with a family of friends of us. And they didn't know Spanish, not one word. So I only spoke English for 3 months. So I came back totally bilingual, like magic.
Have you ever lived in other countries?
In other countries, yes. I've lived in the United States. When I was 19, 20 years old, I moved with my mother back to the United States, and I lived there for almost 4 years, okay? I finished high school, and I went to college, and then I came back. And then I've been going to the United States all my life for summers, Christmas, and stuff like that, okay?
How many years you've been a storyteller?
How many years? Okay, I'm 50 years old now. 50? Yeah, I know. I look great. Thank you. No, but I started when I was like 35. So I've been telling stories professionally for 14 years, more or less. Okay?
Thank you, Patricia. Next, it's Emmanuel's turn to speak.
If you weren't a storyteller, what would you be?
Oh, that's a very good question, Emmanuel. What would I be? I don't know. I have no idea. When I was little, I watched Indiana Jones, the movies, and I really wanted to be an archaeologist and a history teacher. And now I tell stories, so I guess it's working out a little bit. But yeah, I wanted to be a history teacher and an architect, but I didn't study to do that. Not at all, okay? But I'm happy being a storyteller, okay? I'm fine.
How long does it take you to prepare a new story?
It's difficult to say that, okay? Because sometimes it might take me an hour, and sometimes it takes me months to get a story ready, okay? Because some stories get 5 minutes to tell, and another stories take me an hour to tell. So it's a little bit difficult. And I'm an artist. Artists are unpredictable, okay?
What led you to storytelling?
What led me to storytelling? I needed money, Emmanuel. I needed a job. I got to a point when I was 35 that I needed to look for another job. We have to make money every month. We have to eat. We have to do the groceries, right? Yes. We have to raise the family. And my wife, I'm going to tell you a secret. Elena, my wife, she's a teacher. She worked here a long time ago. She's a teacher. And she told me, Stevie, you know what? Think about it. You're good telling stories. Why don't you tell stories? And that's what I'm doing. So thank you, Elena. I love you.
Thank you, Emmanuel. Then we will listen to Elliot.
Hey, Elliot, come on.
Do you tell melody stories to your children?
Do I tell stories to my children? Yes, but not from books. I'm a storyteller, but I'm a very strange storyteller, okay? I don't read stories from books to my children. But we talk a lot. We love, you know what we love? We go to the kitchen. We sit around the table like we are doing right here, okay? And while we have breakfast and lunch and dinner, we tell stories that happened to us that day. You know what I mean? Those are stories too. They don't come from books, but they come from us. And that's what I do. The truth is that Elena My wife, the mother of my kids, she's a teacher, as I told you, and she's the one that used to read a lot of stories to them, to the girls, okay?
What was your favorite story when you were a kid?
When I was a kid, let's see. Oh, that's a good question. I wouldn't know. Let me think about it. There were these books, Theo. There was these little books that were Theo goes to school, Theo stays home, Theo's birthday, Theo goes to the park. And I used to read those a lot, all the time. I really liked them. So yeah, Theo. When I was really small, really little. Okay?
In what language do you speak to your kids?
It's Spanish. It's Spanish. I have always spoken in Spanish to my girls. Although, as my mother did with me, we watch TV in English. We listen to a lot of music and try to talk about the lyrics of the music. And sometimes we speak in English. We spoke in English sometimes. But yeah, now they're bilingual, so I guess it's working out fine.
What inspired you to create stories or to write stories? What inspired you?
What inspired me? As I told you, I needed a new job. I needed to do something, and my wife inspired me. So this is beautiful, Danny. My wife is my inspiration.
Thank you, Elliot. After that, we'll hear from Aymar.
Do you like reading?
I love reading. I love reading. Though life right now is very fast and it's very difficult to concentrate to read, but I love reading and I do read. I should read more. Kids, you have to read more, always. There's never enough of reading, okay? But I love reading. It takes me places. It's perfect. I love it.
What is your favorite book?
My favorite book. I have 2 or 3 different ones. For little children, a picture book called The Very Hungry Caterpillar from Eric Carle. I tell it all the time. I love it. And for grown-ups, there is a book called Brooklyn Follies from Paul Auster, a writer from New York. And I would say that's my favorite book, but it's difficult to say, actually. Okay?
Thank you, Aymar. Then it's Mia's turn.
Do you all tell stories in Spanish?
Ooh, do I always tell stories in Spanish? Do I also, excuse me, I didn't. Yeah, I mainly tell stories in English, okay? But I do tell stories in Spanish too. Once in a while, to children, grown-ups, in different places. Yeah, I do that too.
Do you prefer to tell stories to kids or to grown-ups?
Ooh, it's difficult to say. I enjoy telling stories to anyone. Let's put it that way. Every audience has their own thing going on, and I love it. When I tell stories to kids, I'm happy. When I tell stories to grown-up, I'm happy. When I tell stories in Spanish, I'm happy. When I tell stories in English, I'm happy. I'm happy as a storyteller. It's fine. What, Emmanuel? Emmanuel has a question.
Do you speak any other language apart from Spanish and English?
No. Spanish and English is more than enough. Being bilingual is very difficult. My brain is... I do know French, 2 or 3 sentences. We go to France once in a while.
Can I hear any of the sentences?
Yes? Okay, this is what I do when I'm on a trip, okay? In the morning, in France, I wake up and I go to the bakery, to the panaderia, okay, and I say, bonjour, s'il vous plaît, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 croissants, 2 pains de chocolat, and 2 baguettes. Merci. Au revoir. And that's my thing going on.
Just food.
Hey, food is the thing, you know? When you travel, you need to eat. The rest of it, we'll work it out somehow, okay? Do you know French? Is that French? No? Okay. What?
You put all the voices to your characters.
The voices? Sometimes I do. It's true.
All voices?
All kinds of different voices. Yeah, like all kinds. Yeah, it's a thing I have going. Yeah, and I like it.
Thank you, Mia. And finally, we'll finish with the Sosa.
What type of music do you like?
Oh, Okay, I love music. I love all kinds of music. In my house, there's always music going on. My children listen to music all the time. But there is some music that is called independent music, indie music, in Spanish and English. And that's the one I listen. But I listen 70s, 80s, 90s, grunge. I used to be grunge, Danny. I used to be young and grunge. 90s. Yeah, 90s. Pearl Jam and all the stuff going on. But now indie music, okay?
You play any instruments?
No, I don't. I do have a sense of rhythm, but I never got to study to play an instrument. And I think that the people that play music are incredible.
Thanks. That's a compliment to me because I'm planning on being a musician.
Nice. I love it. I'll follow you, okay? Okay, very good. What?
Since you tell stories, would you ever consider being an actor?
An actor? Yeah, I would. Yeah, I wouldn't mind, but you never know where life is going to take you. Many people ask me when I finish a storytelling show, they come and say, so did you study to be an actor? And I say, no, I'm not an actor. I am very dramatic. It's true. But I'm not an actor.
It shows.
It shows.
You chose be a storyteller for money, and why didn't you look for another job?
That's a very good question. Here's the thing. It got to a point where I said, what do I know? I know English. What do I do with English? I can teach English, which I did for a long time, okay? And then it got to a point where I said something else. And that's where Elena said, my wife, storytelling. Okay? Thank you.
Do you write these stories?
No. I mean, I write some stories, okay? But mainly the stories that I tell, 99% of them, are stories that I get from picture books. The picture books are these kids' books that are big with pictures and words. That's my thing, picture books, okay?
Thank you, Cesar. And thank you, Stevie, for your time. But before we finish, we would like to hear one of your cool stories. Would you mind telling us one?
Yeah, I would love to. As I told you, somebody asked me what was my favorite story, right? My favorite. So I told you that, Aymar, right. So I told you it was The Very Hungry Caterpillar by Eddie Carl. So it's not my story, but I do tell the story. So this is how it goes, okay? Under the light of the moon, a little egg lays on a leaf. But nothing's going on in that egg. The sun comes out. Oh, the sun comes out and crack opens the egg. And out comes a very small and beautiful caterpillar. And very hungry. So Monday, the caterpillar finds one apple, and eats it. But it's still hungry. On Tuesday, 2 pears, and eats them. On Wednesday, 3 plums. Yeah, 3 plums. 1, 2, 3, and it's still hungry. It's incredible. So on Thursday, 4 strawberries. Do you like strawberries? I love strawberries. With chocolate. But anyway, and on Friday, it's still hungry. And on Friday, 5 oranges. One after another. And on Saturday, the caterpillar says, okay, enough fruit. Enough. And it's something else. And it's something else in my life. So on Saturday, the caterpillar eats chocolate cake, cupcake, ice cream, pizza, cheese, pickle, lollipop. Oh my goodness, but you ate too much. I told you not to eat so much. It has a tummy ache. You know, a tummy ache, a stomach ache. What do we do now? So the caterpillar says, like a green leaf, and goes, and it's green, and it's fresh, and it's healthy. So he feels much, much better now. But it's Sunday again. Oh my goodness. It's Sunday again, and it's, oh my God. It's a big, fat, and beautiful caterpillar. And it's tired. It's been a long week, eating so much. Gets you exhausted. So, falls asleep and builds a cocoon around itself. you know, and sleeps. Listen, kids, the caterpillar sleeps for 2 weeks. Imagine sleeping for 2 weeks. My goodness. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And after 2 weeks of sleeping, out of the cocoon comes out a beautiful, a colorful, a precious butterfly. The end.
One question.
Yeah, go ahead.
What is the lesson of the story?
Of this one?
Is there any?
Oh, yeah.
depth to it?
If you go into Google, if you go into YouTube, and you search for a little video of Eric Carle, the writer, the author of this book, he was an illustrator and a writer. He did both things for this book. There is a video of him saying that the message he wanted to give to the kids with this story was, hey kids, now you're little, life is uncertain, life sometimes is a little bit scary, and you're going to go through all these stages in life. You're going to grow up. Sometimes it's not going to be easy, but it's going to get to a point that you're going to become a beautiful butterfly. So everything's going to be fine in your life. Go ahead, live it.
Very good speech you made there.
Thank you. It's not mine. It's Eric's. Okay?
Thanks a lot. It was a great story and interview. Thanks for coming. Visit us soon.
I will. Woo-hoo!